Hey, it's BGV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. In the last episode, we got ready to fight the Griffin, which, again, is going to be hard. It's like a, it's pretty much a boss fight. We have our Thunderbolt potion, which I guess we should show what that, I guess I should show what that actually is. Also, The Witcher is really annoying with these star things because, you know, it's trying to tell you, oh, you've got all this new stuff, but it's like, yeah, man, can I just, is there a way to clear everything? I guess there's not, but yeah, it's I like getting rid of all these starred items, and The Witcher is a bad one because it'll literally put a star for I think like every single thing. Oh, cool! Yeah. Also, I forgot. You see in the bottom right, there's a toxicity level. If you drink too many potions, you will get sick. And I like that. It's a unique little mechanic. Like usually in games, you can drink as many potions as you want, but in this game, you drink too many, they're gonna mess you up, and that makes sense, you know. What is this? Tawny oil. So you can see it says 20 out of 100 toxicity. So we could only drink potions to add up to 100% toxicity, or we would, I think, just die. Yeah. Stamina regeneration in combat. Oh, interesting. Okay, we need to go to food and drink, and let's see. Bread gives us 50 vitality regeneration, 50 vitality regeneration during combat. What does water do? Same thing. Okay, let's put bread on the up slot, and let's see if we go to Thunderbolt. So it gives us 25 out of 100. So basically we could drink 4 Thunderbolts before dying, or I forget what happens when you get to 100% toxicity. I think you die. 30-second effect duration, 30% attack power. So it just basically gives us 30% more damage. And I'm sure a lot of people forget to activate that when they are playing this game, you know, when they're doing this specific quest. So the Griffin area is really close here. Let's prepare. Meditating will restock all of your potions, but we're already fully stocked anyways. So what we want to do is grab the Quen sign so that we're ready to cast that, since that'll give us basically a free hit. That is my favorite sign out of all of them by far.
A stream, amber waves of grain, charming place, perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow? We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a Griffin to kill. Watch out!
Okay. So, we're going to cast Quen, and we're going to use Thunderbolt when it lands. Okay, we dodged out of that. Okay, so it wants me to grab the crossbow, select the crossbow using left, and okay. Press RB to let loose a bolt from your crossbow. We need to lock on, I think. I forget how to do, I think it's left stick or right stick to lock on to somebody. Okay, so we hit it, I think. Forgetting how to... It's like right stick click in, right? Yeah, I think. Okay. So we're going to press Y to do a heavy attack. And I need to be really careful here. Also activating Quen. We're going to go ahead and activate Thunderbolt. We just drank it. Okay, we want to hit like a couple times and then dodge away. We're going to go ahead and use a piece of bread, too. We've got infinite bolts, basically. So what we want to do is, while it's flying at us, we want to... Okay, this is actually pretty tricky, so if I don't talk as much. Okay, so that's scripted. It's going to fly away at a certain point, which is why I kind of didn't want to use... Are we supposed to use... I think we're supposed to use Roach, but maybe not. Do we have infinite stamina, too? No, stamina's running out. Okay. Oh, they changed the adrenaline points icon. It used to be like a weird little, little blips. When using your Witcher senses, you not only see more, but hear more as well. Hold left to heighten your senses and determine the origin of the distant noise. Except I already know that it flies to the windmill, I think. Anyways. Yeah, so we're supposed to hold the left trigger, and we can see that the Griffin is over there. Yeah, I wanted to hold off on using the Thunderbolt potion until this part. We're going to use one more piece of bread. Okay, so I guess we're attacking it now. Nope. And do we still have Thunderbolt? I'm not sure where it shows me. Okay. Alright, it's not dealing too much damage to me, but I need to activate Quen before I attack it again. And I'm doing heavy attacks here. Trying to dodge out of the way. A little bit like Dark Souls. Come on. So we're going to back up a little bit. Just stunned me with that attack. Come on, Geralt. Wake up. Break out of it. Why can't I remember the phrase? What is it called? It's not break out of it. It's not wake up. Yeah, I should be shooting it. I forgot about that little mechanic. The game wants you to shoot it. Stop blocking! You're a Griffin.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
I know.
Man spends his whole life learning.
Not a Witcher, unless he doesn't want to live long. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Okay, so now we take a trophy from the Griffin. And we get some, unique items, some special items. A Griffin mutagen, which is important, and the Griffin trophy. It's weird that it doesn't tell me what stats it gives us, but we'll have to look at that later. It's a pretty small, dull-looking knife to cut up a Griffin, I think. Okay, so yeah, I could have definitely improved on that fight. What it wants you to do is when it's flying at you, instead of dodging, it wants you to fire the crossbow at it. But I was getting confused with the lock-on mechanism. I thought that there was a little, lock-on icon, but I'm pretty sure I was locked onto it. Yeah, it's weird for me using heavy attack. No, Roach, don't get scared of me punching the air. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's a little hard for me to get used to. I'm going to have to get used to it, though, because I do want to play this game in a different way than I played the last playthrough, as I've been saying. But yeah, I was much more used to using fast attacks, and I always use fast attacks in games pretty much over heavy attacks. Okay, so let's take a look at our inventory. It should automatically replace our Noonwraith trophy with a Griffin trophy. There we go. 10% chance to dismember, which I think is pretty good because a dismember is an instant kill, basically. So that is far better than... what? Where's my... weapons, armor, oils, potions, bombs, food and drink, roach. There we go. I wanted to see what the other one was. 5% bonus experience from humans and non-humans. Yeah, that is terrible. So, Griffin trophy is much better. Also, what did I want to look at? Wanted to look at... Oh, yeah, mutagens. If we go to our character... There we go. We should have another mutagen, although we don't have a mutagen slot. This one unlocks at 9, at 28, and at 16. But we did grab another one. This one is plus 50 vitality, which is the same one as this one, plus 50 vitality. Yeah. Okay, so not too bad. That Griffin was not difficult. I think the first time he gave me a lot of trouble, though. Definitely gave me a lot of trouble. Okay, collect your reward from the Nilfgaardians. Okay, so we should be able to simply go to this sign. Can we use signs while on Roach? That would be wonderful. No, it makes me get off? Surprised at you, Witcher. You usually have so much optimization. Okay, so we need to go back to the Nilfgaard garrison, and we are working our way through this quest quite swimmingly. A lot of people usually say, GV, you're so slow, man. You're so slow. Your Let's Play progressions are so slow. I like enjoying the game. I'm sorry. It's one of those things, though, you know, where, like, people have a criticism, yet they still watch my stuff because they like my stuff. It's just, it's the way that it's got to be.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Okay, time-constrained options. Some dialogues demand you make a quick decision. Choose your reply before time runs out. Well, of course I'm gonna take the gold. I just killed a gosh darn Griffin. Oh, we can actually hear the guy getting whipped.
Mercy, please.
Can we see him? I don't know where that's coming from.
No more. Please, no more.
I cannot pinpoint where this dude is. Like, it sounds all around me. I want to see him getting whipped. Okay, there he is.
No more. Please, no more.
Can we even get up there?
Mercy, please.
Where the hell is this guy? I guess he's like right in this room. Yeah, I'm guessing the game doesn't want me to, I've upset the guards because I've swung my fists at the air. Are you serious? Okay, prepare to leave White Orchard with Vesemir. If we should have used the blacksmith table and the grindstone, but oh well. Okay, so there are some other quests here, obviously. There was one right around here, but I guess that was the one that we did for the old lady. And if we go back to White Orchard, there may be some more. But for now, we are done with White Orchard. I'm going to try to just keep this game moving along. I do know, I believe, that there are some missable quests. My gut says that we're not going to be able to do 100% playthrough. I just don't think it's viable, guys. It would literally take, like, so many episodes, and I'd want to do it, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I just don't think it's viable.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Time we were on our way.
I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true. What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
You're all just gonna die, don't you realize? My god. You stupid, stupid men. Ugh, man, I hate strong attacks. They're so slow. I mean, you can use a combination of different ones.
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
Why would Geralt say it's all right, it's over to the lady that literally smashed that lady's head into the table?
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, Now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Must have been a damn good offer then. Not many things you'd give up your freedom for, and even fewer people.
The sooner we set off, the sooner you'll find out.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
God, everything about this game is so good. I was just looking at the cross guards for the swords, and they have so much detail in this game that even Vesemir's cross guards are differently shaped than Geralt's. Not a lot of games put that level of detail into their games, man.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
That dialogue was so low. What in the world? Okay, I remember there's a very lengthy section coming up here. I'm not sure how far we're going to be able to get into it.
Near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed...
Yeah, we already know. That's like the first loading screen you see.
It must suffice.
Thinkemere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Catwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to ½ an inch.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
That's right, I forgot about this part. So, in this part, it sets you up for the previous games if you haven't played them. I don't know if this game allows you to import saves. I don't think it does, but basically, I didn't know anything about any of this stuff because I have never played The Witcher 1 or 2, but this guy asks you questions, and you can basically say how things turned out, which will affect the overall story. I'm just going to answer these based on what I think our Geralt in this specific Let's Play would answer.
Foltest ordered me to clear the path. The boy stood in my way.
Cutting down the La Valette heir. This made no impression on you? I suppose it wouldn't. What's some baron to an assassin of kings? Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I don't know who either of these people are, but Vernon Roche sounds familiar.
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roche, commander of the Blue Stripes, and...
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her. And I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
Well, that alliance has been dissolved, irrevocably. I killed Letho in Loch Muin.
So we heard. It's a good thing you did. Saved our agent some messy and difficult work. I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here, here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Okay. And we are going to end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know anything about that stuff. I think I mostly chose what I chose in the last playthrough just because I guess my mind gravitates towards that. Although I believe I did not kill Letho in my last playthrough. So that's a change. I think all the other ones were similar, although I can't really remember. So it's going to be interesting to see how they affect the story, because they definitely do. Yeah, thank you for watching this episode, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
That's all I say.